Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! In honor of the holiday, let's talk about Native Americans and their maritime history. Hello, and welcome to another Tall Ship Tuesday. My name is Caroline, and something important to reflect upon for Native American History and Heritage Month is the maritime history of Indigenous people in our country. Now, this video is only a few minutes long, and we won't have time to cover everything. It's important to remember that there is a huge diversity of culture and history of Native people throughout the continent. But when we talk about Native Americans at sea, know that it does not start with colonization, but long before that. On the Pacific coast, the Makah, Quileute, and Hoh tribes in modern-day Washington were known to be ocean venturing, as were the Chumash people of northern-day California. There were many seafaring tribes up in the waters of Alaska that would use traditional methods to hunt animals as large as whales in subsistence hunting. Here on the East Coast as well, the Algonquin met colonists along the coast in canoes. Seafaring canoes were constructed using massive old-growth wood that would measure 20 to 30 feet. The Mashpee Wampanoag Nation recently rebuilt some of these canoes using old methods like the burn and scrape method. These boats are called Michoon. Click through to this week's adventure page all about these seafaring canoes to learn more about them. If you want to dive deeper into one of these seafaring Indigenous nations, let us know down in the comments below. Or if you belong to a historically seafaring Indigenous group, let us know which one. We'd love to know more. While the United States government has historically been unwelcoming and aggressive towards the Indigenous people here in the Americas, many Native people still fought with and for the United States throughout its history. In 1776, General George Washington began enlisting Native Americans for his Army, Navy, and Marines. It is estimated that up to 10% of the Navy during this time were people of color, including Native Americans. During the Civil War, 20,000 Native Americans served with Union forces both at sea and on land. During World War I, 15,000 Native Americans fought, and in World War II, 44,000 fought with distinction, including 1,910 in the Navy and 874 in the Marines. All this despite not obtaining the right to vote until 1924 after the Snyder Act was passed, and after being stripped of their ancestral lands, forced into Western assimilation, amongst other atrocities perpetrated by the American government. Today, many Native tribes are some of the leaders in protecting our nation, be it in the armed forces or from some of our most pressing threats like environmental degradation. In fact, some of our Native American tribes are amongst our most passionate protectors of natural spaces. At sea, many First Nations are directly responsible for creating and maintaining marine sanctuaries where ocean life is conserved and maritime history and culture is preserved. Thank you all for joining the Tall Ship Providence Foundation on this Tall Ship Tuesday. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We put out new educational videos each week about maritime history, seamanship, tall ships, and even the occasional sea shanty. So don't forget to share it with someone who might learn something new. Until next time, we hope to see you back again on another Tall Ship Tuesday. Bye!